Don't ask what that was. I'm back, and I've had a little break because I've been doing reports. I am a teacher first before I'm a YouTuber, so I do YouTube for a hobby, but basically to you guys, I am sorry I've been off for 3 weeks. I've had all my children at school going, Mr. Blakemore, where's the videos, where's the videos? But I've had to complete the reports for each child, and that takes some time. So I hope you enjoy the video. So I'll see you back here when the travel part is over. Enjoy the vlog. Hey guys, Thomas Blakemore here, Teach.Travel.Triumph, and for the first time this is going to be a Teach, Travel and Triumph video. Let me explain. So I'm actually travelling all the way to Manchester today. I'm getting a lot of people asked what is I'm doing at the moment in terms of moving away to Dubai. If you don't know already... Oh, I got the job. So I got the job and I'm moving to Dubai. So that's going to be some fantastic things going on there. I don't actually really know what it is that I need to do when I travel to Dubai. If this is shaking a little bit, it's because I'm on a train. So I'm travelling all the way up to Manchester at the moment just to see what I actually need to do when I move to Dubai. I can imagine there's a lot of different things that I need to do. So it'd be really good just to take a load of notes and hopefully share some of those things with you guys. So yeah, follow me on a little journey up to Manchester, and then hopefully I'll be able to share some different tips with you guys in terms of things that you need to do when you go to Dubai. So yeah, I'll see you when I get to Manchester.
One more talk, sorry about that.
Arrived in Manchester, so it's going to be quite busy. I'll see you in a bit. So I've just arrived in Manchester and I've got a few hours to kill before the seminar, so I'm just going to explore around. So just went into Apple, and you're not allowed to film inside Apple, but I'm looking at getting some Apple devices for the future, for this channel, for this vlog. So I'm hoping to set that up and maybe get like a new MacBook Pro, just so I can make things quick. So I'm trying to teach full time at the moment and still vlog and still edit, and things are just taking way too long. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do something like that. So the future is bright. So I'm running late at the moment. It's 10 minutes until the actual thing starts. So fingers crossed I actually make it in time. I'm looking for the Beta building 11. I actually don't know where it is. That's the Beta building just there, but I'm a little bit lost. I'm worried. Fingers crossed. When I go into the seminar, I probably won't be filming it, so I'll let you know how I get on when I come out of it, and then I'll be able to tell you more details about Dubai. So that's where I fail. I went into the seminar led by Gabitus and really enjoyed myself. So much so that I made some friends whilst I was there, and then when I was there, went out with them and basically ended up missing my train and staying in Manchester. So I think that really is where the sort of routine of the video sort of started to break up. And then after that, yeah, the video just didn't happen. But from there, what we need to understand is what I've done so far to get ready for Dubai, and as I promised you, sort of giving you some information from that seminar. So first things first, things I've had to do to get ready for Dubai. So one of the first things I've had to do, really straightforward, give mum's maiden name, some passport details, passport photocopies, passport photos, and then you've got to get a certificate attested. For me personally, it wasn't a hard job, but it was definitely something that took the most amount of time. The solicitors didn't get it right first time, so then I had to resend it off and then go through that process a couple of times. So you go to the solicitors first with a copy of your degree certificate, They sign it off to say it's a true copy, and then that gets sent off to the UK embassy type thing. They say, oh yeah, this is real. They send you like a little certificate and stamp it. Then once you get that back, then you've got to send that into the UAE embassy to get it attested by them, and then that gets sent back to you. So it's not really tricky, but the biggest thing is just the time element of it. In addition to that, I've also needed to do a DBS because it's teaching that I'm going into, and that's always important. And because it's teaching, I've also needed to send my QTS number off. So what did I learn in the seminar? The first thing we looked at is bank accounts. When you go to Dubai, obviously a bank account is going to be really important so that you can put the earnings into it. And we looked at two things. We looked at onshore bank accounts and offshore bank accounts. So when you go to Dubai, you'll have your onshore bank accounts. There's two different types of banks. You've got Islamic banks and you've got non-Islamic banks. They explain that there's not a huge difference between them. It just depends on whichever's given you the better offer. The second type of bank that you'll go for is an offshore bank. That obviously isn't on the UAE, or it isn't in the UK. It's in places, if you're from the UK, such as Jersey or Guernsey, and basically you can send your money to them and then not be taxed, and it's just a safer way of sending your money over basically. Talking about sending it over, when you send your money over, there's lots of different ways to send money home. So one of the things we looked at is sending money back. If we go from onshore bank account to onshore bank account in the UK, that's going to take a lot more money because you'll have fees on one side to send it abroad, you'll have the currency exchange, and then you'll have a fee on the other side as well. So that's okay if you're doing big amounts, but if you're doing something like a student loan, that's another thing I've got to do, then that can of course take a lot of money. If it's sort of £200 that you're sort of sending back, then it can take anywhere from sort of 15 to 20% of your money. So obviously, what's that? 30 to 40 pounds. If you keep doing that, that's going to add up. So they looked at other options. One of the options was TorFX, which is an online way of doing it. So that reduces the cost because it takes the administration fees from one side and the administrations from the other side, and basically you're just paying for the sort of currency change. And they said eventually you become quite good at watching the stocks because you need to. So we looked at cultural differences. That is definitely going to be another video because the difference between Dubai and the UK is quite huge. So one of the big cultural differences is Ramadan. Ramadan is highly celebrated and compulsory if you're a Muslim within Dubai. If you're a Westerner going over to Dubai, then it's not compulsory, but there's certain rules that as a Westerner you need to follow. One of them is no drinking and eating in public. And that although Westerners do have different rules and there are things to think about, that's also an amazing time of year because there's lots of celebrations, festivals, and of course there's Eid at the end of Ramadan as well that I'm looking forward to celebrating because it's celebrated in the UK, but I think Dubai is going to take it to a whole other level. So looking forward to that. We also looked at getting around Dubai. There's so many different ways of getting around Dubai and it's very, very well connected. You've got the metro, which is probably one of the main public transport ways that takes you from the airport all the way over to the bus depot that takes you around to Abu Dhabi. You've got tram systems around the Dubai Marina system. You've got taxis. Taxis are a whole other category. You've got Uber and Careem. There's different types of taxis. Of course, you've got the nice Lexus, were they? Lexus type cabs, but you've also got the red top ones. And you've got some taxis that are for women. But there's lots of different ways of getting around. One of the main things they said about for a teacher or someone who's going to a school who's more isolated is a car. Cars can be very, very expensive, but they can also be quite affordable. It depends on how you look at it. You can buy a car when you're out there or you can rent them. So the paperwork that I said about before is so that the school can apply for a visa when you get to Dubai. So there's lots of things that you can only do when you've got a visa. Setting up a bank account, getting internet for your apartment, actually getting the apartment in the first place, and getting a car. So lots of different things that you need a visa for. So that obviously is really, really important. One of the other things you need is a driving license to be able to actually drive the car. So obviously you need to apply for that. That's an easy process to apply for as well, as they explain within the seminar. So after lots of explanations about cultural differences, laws, heavy money stuff, actual getting applications, housing, lots of different topics. It was really refreshing that at the end of the seminar we spoke about things to do and what to be excited for. So Entertainer, Brunchy, those types of apps, they're going to help you because they're going to help you save money. Dubai is an incredible place, so there is loads and loads of things that you can do in Dubai, and I'm not going to sit and list them because I'll be here for the rest of the day and that will make the video be an hour long. But hopefully you can follow me on my journey through Dubai because I'm going to be getting up to some amazing things. I've booked my flights now, booked for late August, and there'll be a video coming from that. So if you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So I try, fingers crossed, to make sure that I create content every week, although this is a little bit late. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Fingers crossed you've learned something from this video, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. I'm out, guys. See you.